This is David Pryor, and I'm here in a Telecine Bay with Larry Yore, who did the color correction and the film-to-tape transfers for all the Die Hard supplements. Say hello to the folks at home, Larry.
Hello, folks at home.
So a lot of things go on in a Telecine Bay, but why don't you tell us what we're doing right now?
So what David and I are going to demonstrate is what happens when you transfer a widescreen film to video. Since a widescreen film, particularly one like Die Hard, is shot anamorphic and is rectangular and television is basically square, there are a couple of ways to handle the transfer. The first, and certainly the preferred way, is to letterbox the image, that is, to retain the entire film image on the television screen by means of using the black bars on the top and bottom of the picture. This is called letterbox because it reminded some engineer years ago of looking through a mail slot.
Okay, so this shot here is a good example of widescreen three-point composition. Over on the left, you got Hans, the larger figure in the frame, the more dominant one, over his shoulder. And on the right, he's balanced out by Theo, smaller in frame, and in the middle is the object of their attention, the vault. You can tell, even without dialogue, that you get some sense of the relationships and the drama in the scene. And that's just basic visual storytelling, and it's preserved by letterboxing the image. But there are some people, usually people weaned on VHS, who still think the black bars indicate that they're either losing picture or that it's just somehow preferable to have the image fill their TV screen. So in order to do that, we have to first zoom in on the film to fill the top and bottom, which consequently crops off huge chunks of picture on the sides. Okay, so let's take a look at the shot again.
Okay, here we're going to have to do what's called a center scan, just to give you a demonstration of what requires panning and scanning. We're just going to blow up the picture and let the film run down the center of the scan. So you can see the problem that we might have here is that the action is off on the left and the right sides of the picture, so we need to do something called panning and scanning in order to follow the action.
All right, so that's the final composition with center scan. It's pretty ugly. So then that means panning and scanning is adding in an artificial camera move, right?
That's right.
That the director never intended. So here's an example of it.
Basically what we need to do is we need to make a compromise, try and follow the action, where we've actually ruined the director's and cinematographer's composition in order that the storytelling doesn't get lost by the audience. So in order that you can follow the action and the dialogue, we need to do some artificial panning and scanning.
All right, so here's the full shot yet again, so you can sort of compare. You can see how you don't feel as uncomfortably close to the characters as you did in the other version, and I think the wider frame is obviously more aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, for one thing, you'll notice that the picture is not as soft and it's not as grainy, because when we do the blow up, the image resolution is lost. Well, we lose about half of the image resolution, and we've increased the grain. So
yeah. So you can see how maintaining the aspect ratio of the film as it was originally shot has a major impact on the integrity and value of a film.
We've had an update on the terrorist takeover of the Nakatomi building. Sources say the terrorist leader Hans may be this man, Hans Gruber, a member of the radical West German Volksfrei movement. Strangely, the Volksfrei leadership issued a communique an hour ago stating that Gruber had been expelled from that organization and is operating on his own.
Well, obviously, Gail, whatever his affiliation, I think it's safe to say that Gruber's terrorist actions in Los Angeles tonight are, well, terroristic.
Sources say the terrorist leader Hans may be this man, Hans Gruber, a radical... With me is Dr. Hasseldorf, an acknowledged expert on worldwide terrorism and author of Hostage Terrorist, Terrorist Hostage, A Study in Duality. Dr. Hasseldorf, what can we expect in the next few hours?
Well, Gail, by this time the hostages should be going through the early stages of the Helsinki syndrome.
As in Helsinki, Sweden.
Finland. Basically, it's when the hostages and the terrorists go through a sort of psychological transference and a projection of dependency. What can only be described as a strange sort of trust and bond develops. We've had situations where the hostages have embraced their captors after their release, and in one case, even corresponded with them in prison. It all depends on what we mean by terror. If Clausewitz could say, war is the last resort of diplomacy, couldn't we then just as well say that terrorism has an equal claim to being that too? Well, Gail, by this time, I'm sorry, Finland. Oh, sorry. Oh, God, I'm sorry. Sorry, I goofed. Psychological dependent. Oh, dear, I'm sorry. Ay, ay, ay. I should be embraced their
Y tus
captors.
trailers.
I'm
Visita
sorry.
mi
Oh,
canal.
boy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Give me the mic.
Hold on, I've got a problem with this mic. Al?
Give me the mic.
Lucy?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know your mom and dad are very brave people. So? Is there anything you'd like to say to them? If they're watching you now?
Come home.
How about John Jr.?
No, I don't want John Jr. Look, enough grandstanding, all right? Just keep it on Lucy. Keep it on Lucy. How you been feeling? Good. Bad? What?
Bad.
Whoops. I got a light there. You know what your mom and dad are doing and how important they are. Do you know that? How important they are?
Yes.
So you're proud of them?
Yes.
Okay, very good.
Now, just start the same question again, if you would, Bill.
You know, your mom and dad are very brave people. You know that. So is there something you'd like to say to them? If they're watching you now?
Come home.
Thanks a lot, Lucy.
Okay, Lucy. Tracy. Taylor. Don't smile.
Okay.
Don't smile.
Okay.
Can you hold Paulina's hand?
Oh my head.
Fred, go a little more to your left, camera.
Don't smile. Todd, can you come up much closer this time? Yeah. Come up alongside. There you go. There you go.
Oops, I've got a light.
Okay, and tilt down a little.
Go to your left a little, Fred.
Tilt down. Just go for the girl. Okay, and go ahead. Bill, go ahead.
Lucy, you know your mom and dad are very important people. They're very brave people. So is there something you'd like to say to them? If they're watching?
Come home.
Thank you very much.
Can you do that again?
Y tus trailers. Visita mi canal.
We see them for a long time, you know. They are really, really not coming home. You understand? They're not coming home.
Okay. But I'll let you talk to them. You know, your mom and dad are having a very hard time. And they're very brave people. So is there something you'd like to say to them? If you could? If they're watching?
Come home.
Okay, and video guy pushing. Do it again.
Turn back those hands and come forward.
You know, your mom and dad, they're very brave people. They're very important people. Is there something we'd like to say to them? If they're watching you now?
Come home.
Bring it in.
One more time. Let's do it one more time. And wait before you say come home, all right? Just a long time, okay? Just wait a long time, okay? And video guy, while she's saying it, or just before, you push in. Okay. And, okay, cut.
Stay back. I don't want you scaring me. Stay back. Okay, give me the mic. Give me the mic. Lucy? Lucy, you know, your mom and dad, they're very important people. You know that? And very brave people. So is there something you would like to say to them now? If they're watching you?
Come home.
Thank you very much.
Now, can we do that once again? Just from your line, Bill, and Todd, reframe lower.
Okay.
That's it,
Y
go
tus
for that.
trailers.
And,
Visita mi canal.
we're a little wide.
Okay.
Really move that way a bit. Move over that. Move over some more. And Paulina, you go with it. You go with it. Okay. Okay, and video guy, you lean to your right. Okay, and go ahead. Next.
Lucy, you know, your mom and dad, they're very important people. They're very brave people. So is there something you'd like to say to them? If they're watching you?
come home.
And action! Mr. McLean! Mr. McLean! Mr. McLean! Now that it's all over, after your incredible ordeal, what are your feelings?
I don't know. I don't know. We never...
Entertainment tonight.
Like I said, we never rehearsed this. I don't know what we're doing.
Here they come. Come on. Mr. McLean! Mr. McLean! Now that it's all over, after your incredible ordeal, what are your feelings? Did you get that?
All right, those are the city engineers. They're going into the street circus. And those guys in the suits, I don't know who they are.
That's the FBI. They're ordering the others to cut the building's power. Regular as clockwork.
Or a time lock.
Precisely. The circuits that cannot be cut are cut automatically in response to a terrorist incident. You asked for miracles, Theo. I give you the FBI.
All right. Hey! Hey! We're spliced in down the line!
Do it now.
Hey, it's okay, LAPD. These guys are on the level.
Yeah, right.
Emergency lighting activated.
Al, talk to me. What's going on here?
That's the FBI. They got the universal terrorist playbook, and they're running it step by step.
Turn back. He didn't go. They're on the building circuit. It's too local.
Saloperie! Qu'est-ce qu'on va foutre? Je veux pas crever ici,
Stop! Shut up!
Annoy them.
Annoy them.
Annoy them.
Huh. Piss them off. All right. If I can punch into the building main.
Son of a bitch.
I said I want the friggin' building shut down. I got a problem.
I don't care what your problem is.
I don't give two shits about your switch. I want the building out. Doc,
That's
D-A-R-K.
something you don't understand. You can't do it from here.
Yeah, you could.
It can't be done from here.
I got the rate.
We can't do it from down here, I'm telling you. It's got to be done from downtown. They've got to take out a whole city grid. We're talking 10 square blocks.
10 blocks, G.
Yeah.
Johnson, that's crazy. It's Christmas Eve, man. There's thousands of people.
You have to go wider.
Look,
The mayor will
I
have
need
my
authorization
ass.
for that.
Authorization? How about the United States fucking government?
Hey, lose the grid, or you lose your job.
Yeah, Central? Yeah, this is Walt down at Nakatomi. Say, listen, would it be possible for you to turn off Grid 212? Are you crazy?
Maybe I should call the mayor on this. You know?
Hey, no shit, it's my ass. I got a big problem down here. Shut it down. Shut it down now.
It's gonna go. It's gonna go!
Maybe you should have bought her a ticket.
Her? She's underage.
I'm not.
How you doing there? Hey, remember, work those toes. Work them there, good. Excuse me. Merry Christmas, please.
Am I back here?
And action.
Bang.
You wouldn't let me kill him when I had a chance.
If you listened to me, he would be neutralized already.
John often has that effect on people.
Are you really an American?
Only if New Jersey counts.
You're saying action? Okay.
What about John McClane? He's the reason why we have the information we have up until now. He's also the reason why you're facing 7 terrorists instead of 12.
He's inside? Who is he?
Well, he might be a cop. I don't know. We're checking on that.
One of yours?
No way.
Well, if he's not a hostage, he's not a terrorist. He's just not part of the equation.
Now, you know, that's funny. That's the same damn thing the terrorists said.
Really? Well, that's one good thing. At least we know we're dealing with pros.
Because I am interested in the $640 million in negotiable bearer bonds that you have locked up in your vault. And the computer controls the vault. Yes, I know about those. The people you were going to bribe will just have to cut back on their expenses. You can break the code.
You didn't bring me along for my charming personality. Though you could have.
Al. Al, the guys in the cars make it?
Safe and sound, thanks to you. Are you all right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm fine.
What's that?
Come on back. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
What the fuck was that?
Remember that plastic explosives I told you about?
Yeah.
There you go. Is the building on fire?
No, but it's gonna need a paint job and a shitload of screen doors.
Our spotters say you got through with that blast.
You sure about that?
Is that him? Is that him?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, give me that goddamn thing. Now, you listen to me, mister. I don't know who you are or what in the hell you think you're doing, but you just destroyed a building. Ow!
Get a warranty for this suit.
Y tus trailers. Visita mi canal.
That's Paris in the spring.
Billy. Bruno. Joe.
Oh, no, you stupid Frankfurters, you.
Mark it, Bruce.
Marking. Well, I can't back out any more than this. This is out. Yes, I'm ready.
Could you slap your hands?
Speed. Mark.
Action.
Yeah.
And action. And cut. Good.
Yeah. Of course I'll be there. You guys be there. I'm having a good time. Oh, I'm not going to be out for a couple of hours. Just be at the party. I'll be there. I promise. Nothing, man. I'm in the back of a limo having a great time. Got everything back here. A full bar. Everything you could ever want. I got back here. Yeah.
And cut.
Guys.
And cut. We got
Entertainment
that.
tonight.
Now I can go to the gym and get pumped.
All right. Hey! Hey! We're spliced in down the line!
Do it now.
It's okay, LAPD. These guys are on the level.